All right, falafel review. We're at Kimo's in the Rockaways on Rockaway Boulevard between Beach 92nd and Beach 94th Street. We're started by Chef Mike Adil, and he represents both sides of the Mediterranean. He is half Egyptian, half Greek. So he brought both of his cultures to his store, and it seems really authentic inside. They sell all types of, pitas, kebabs, falafel. So I'm looking forward. Let's see how this is. All right, we're at Rockaway Beach in the Rockaway Peninsula of New York. The stretch of land was initially occupied by the Canarsie Indians. It's reported that the name Rockaway comes from either the Delaware or Chippewa language, from the word Rekanwaki or Rekanwahaha, which means place of our own people or place of the laughing waters. And so it's reported that when the Europeans came from this exact horizon, they appropriated the name Rockaway. That plane is going to Miami. That plane is going to LA. The first land grant, the Canarsies would sell the land to Captain John Palmer, which was signed by the then colonial governor Thomas Dongan. Captain Palmer was so disappointed with his purchase, he sold it back 2 years later to Richard Cornell, a Long Island industrial magnate. The land would be held in Mr. Cornell's family until 1808. Mr. Cornell's descendant, Ezra Cornell, would go on to found Cornell University. In 1808, Mr. Cornell lost a partition suit and was forced to break up his land holdings into 46 different parcels, at which point multiple private corporations bought different parcels and began developing resorts, seaside resorts. Over the ensuing decades, the Rockaways flourished as a seaside resort community, and in 1878, they finally built a rail connection with the New York, Woodhaven, and Rockaway Railroads. The hamlets would get incorporated into the village of Rockaway Beach, and in 1898, following the unification of the city, the Rockaways would get incorporated into the greater New York City area. They tried valiantly to oppose it. They passed legislation to secede from New York. However, it was finally vetoed by then Mayor John Purry Mitchell, and the Rockaways officially stayed part of New York City. In the 1930s, under the influence of Robert Moses and the TBTA, many highways and bridges were built, which then transformed the Rockaways from a seaside resort into a commuter suburb. The Rockaways is currently home to many of New York's firefighters and cops, and this area was particularly hard hit during Hurricane Sandy in 2012, when the storm surges rose from the Atlantic Ocean, but also on the Bayside on the other way, and engulfed much of the neighborhoods in floods. All right, this is Kimo's Kitchen. Let's see how it is. That plane is going to Belgium. That plane's going to Bogota. Here's the first view. Looks pretty good. Got some white sauce and hot sauce on the falafel, some pickled turnip. Looks like pickled carrot, which I've never seen before. One bite in, very flavorful first bite. The hot sauce is very good, very spicy and tangy, but not overpowering. A few bites in, very flavorful. Everything is working together, properly sauced. The toppings are good. Falafel's nice and earthy and spicy. This is really proper. I'm just enjoying the flavors. All right, final bite, final verdict. This is extremely tasty. Everything is really working together. Falafel's tasty, toppings are good, appropriately distributed, peas is fresh, well sauced. Came out to about 11 bucks, which is a good price for this quality. This is 9-1.